Welcome back to episode 7 of Minimal Maxing. Today we're going to start off with the Grand Tree, which is going to be the first of many quests we start today.
Okay, now we need to go around looking at all the routes until we find the Daconia rock. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. There we go, it was on the 6th route, that was pretty good. Okay, tree is complete, we gain our agility experience. Strength is probably the most valid one, so we're going to go with strength. 2000 magic. Now the next quest is the Waterfall Quest, so we're going to go ahead and start that one. So if we rub our games necklace and go to Barbarian Outpost, accept the quest, and there's the quest done. This got us 13,000 in each of those. Strength level 66 and some useless junk. So we're now going to go to the Grand Exchange for the next quest as we are doing all fired up. There we go, all fired up is done, gets us 62 fire making, which lets us do the beacon near Edgeville, which gets the Ring of Fire, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And this is the 6th beacon, so we can now talk to King Rold in Varrock to get our Ring of Fire, which will give us 2% experience on our way to 75. Claim my reward, and we have our Ring of Fire. So in the theme of Varrock, we're going to be doing the beginner quest from Varrock. And we're going to be doing Demon Slayer, where we killed Delrith.
This is a pretty easy final battle. All you need to do is hit him with the Dark Light, and then get behind the shield when the person calls out to you, otherwise it'll hit you by a lot. And then you just do that over and over again, and eventually he dies. Pretty easy.
There we go, another quest done. I'm just going to pick a random one because it's 300 experience and not worth the time it takes to figure out which one to get. I don't really need the Avernic Wand and Book. Now we're going to do Shield of Arav. And the Shield of Arav quest is done. So the next quest we're going to be doing is Tale of the Muspa, which is from talking to Urgel. So we go into the cave with him. Jump over this rock. Oh, I just got it. Tail of the Muspa, Tail of the Muspa. One is a tail, the other is a tail. Stupid. He's got his ice back though. Sure, helping him won't backfire at all. There we go. That quest is done. And here we are, starting Shadow of the Storm. Where we turn the silver light into a dark light. So Shadow of the Storm is done. Another quest to add to the collection. Making our way on the Ernest the Chicken. Hey, that quest is done. I really regret not having a rune hatchet now. 10 minutes later, quest done. Didn't really do much for her blur experience there, but we got it. Now that Zogre Flesh Eater just started. There we go. Another quest done. Because it's about to be reset, I am going to use all my keys now because this daily is pretty good for that. Again, I'm going to convert this because that provides no benefit for me. We're up to 8,500 ornaments. So, in terms of lamps, I'm going right into fishing. So we're up to 48 fishing there. And now we're going to use all of these on fishing. And we gained 161,000 bonus experience. A relatively large amount of experience for all the questing we did. And we're going to just get our prayer up to level 50 for the quests. It'll take about like 2 to 3 inventories. And because we haven't used the festive aura yet, might as well get us a little more experience. I want to make sure there's at least 5,000 left. There's 50 prayer, so that when we go to do our Reaper task, that it works out perfectly fine. We're going to now go back to the Grand Exchange and prepare for our Chaos Alley trip. 1 kill down, 4 more to go. There we have it, the Reaper task is complete. And we got about 17,000 Slayer experience. We're gonna do a day of bird snares to get us to 51 as we're approaching up on the quest there. At least we got to level 50, but we'll have to do probably 1 more day of this to get to 51. And one thing I never did is I never talked to this to get my challenges started. So I'm just gonna go do these 5 challenges. So now we've finished all 5 of those challenges, and starting tomorrow we'll now get a challenge in any skill. And we got to 49 fishing from that, to 50, and then use our huge one on fishing as well. This is gonna be like, I want to guess like 40k experience, 22k experience. We're up to 52, and do I still need to? I have enough bonus experience to get me all the way there, but it's still going to be a slow skill, so I'm going to do them. There we go, and that's all our daily keys used. So we're going to be starting the quest run for Morning's End Part 2, starting at Underground Pass. This unlocks the Death Altar. And I guess I'm just kind of in a questing mood to get this done, because it's a very annoying quest. So we're doing that. There we have Underground Pass complete. It wasn't actually that bad. It was only 40 minutes. And I was pretty bad. Gave us 68 agility. Now the next quest we want to do is Regicide. But the problem with the Regicide is we need to wait for the letter to come from King Lathas. So I'm going to buy all the items we need. So as we're waiting for the messenger from King Lathas to come on to be able to start Regicide, I thought it would be a good idea to do our first cache. Someone just hopped here. So because of that, I'm gonna hop to another world to ensure there's one less person. You can say there's no quest currently active. I'm going up. Go around, you get all the ancient ones. At this level, all I can do is ancient. But once I hit 45, I'll be able to do confused, and I think it's 85 to do the enrage. We have to do like 250 of these, so it's gonna be a while. And when you get your end of your second one, you disable all.
Unfortunately, I missed the ending clip of me getting the 100 points and up to 20 div, but every cache I've done so far, I've been able to get the 100 points all the way from level 1 to where I am now. So it's a very consistent thing that you can expect for someone to get.
So this is quest number 2 of 5 in this series that I want to get done. After this, we have Roving Elves and then Morning's End Part 1 and Part 2. This requires us going back through the underground pass again, just as we did it. So hopefully I'll remember how to do it. It'll be the last time we have to go through because we're able to activate the lodestone at the end of this. Well, I didn't bring any food this time. Quest done. We figured out right before that the king was evil, King Lathis was evil. I swear to God, if those guys teleport away while I am walking over to these sticks, I will not be pleased. We need to talk to Elswin. Game. There we go. What I don't get is the raft breaks every single time, but there's still a raft up there. Come on. I know draw distances weren't great back in the day, but they had to be at least like 10 squares. And that's basically quest done. We planted the seed. So we're starting Morning's End Part 1 right away. And this should be the end of Morning's End Part 1. We have it. 99 quest points too. 25,000 HP XP, we got to 79. 25,000 thieving, we got to 62. So this quest, I'm probably going to use a guide. So I might not be recording this as I'm recording the other ones. So the quest is finally done. It only took about an hour, surprisingly. But this unlocks the Death Altar, which saves a lot of time. I just wanted to shout out Hightower 5000, because he has really good quest guides. And normally I just read the wiki, but this was one where I wanted a video. And it was really good, so I suggest anyone doing this quest to go for that guide. He doesn't really make videos anymore, but he has a lot of quests there, so really good videos. So now that we've gotten 62 thieving from Morning's End, we're going to start the final caper. And that should be the caper complete. We are actually officially a thieving guild now. And this allows us to do safe cracking. I'm just gonna try out a save or two because I've never done this. Second floor of Bob's house. Crack open the safe. Got home from work today just in time to enter into a cache. This is going to be a second cache. Hopefully we can get 100 points again. Seems like we're the only one in here, which is not ideal, but still pretty good. But there we have it, a solo cache from the lowest tier in 8 minutes. And it got us all the way up to level 28. So we're going to be starting our next quest here, Animal Magnetism. It provides 2 things for us. One, it's a requirement for Do No Evil, and 2, we get the Ava's devices, which hold back our ranged ammo. Happy to make your home a better place. Here we have it. Animal Magnetism done. We got an Ava's Accumulator, which is our best cape at the moment for range, I think. Yeah, 25 armor, 17 strength. And it'll pick up arrows for us. We also got 1,000 Slayer experience, won't do much. Woodcutting will get me a level to 39. Or to 38. So Smoke and Kills is going to be the next quest we do. This unlocks the ability to construct the Slayer Helm. I don't think it's on our critical path of quest, but the Slayer Helm is well worth the time it takes to do the quest. 5,000, we got to 49 Slayer, and we get more Slayer points, and we can make a Slayer Helm eventually once we buy the... Learn how to craft Slayer helmets. We're going to do the quest Beneath Cursed Tides now, where we kind of go to an underwater tutorial island. We go to the Edgeville Slayer dungeon to talk to Vinaka. Why did I do that? I was so focused. I'm so used to clicking on the lever whenever I go down there for brawlers on my main account that I just didn't even think about going to the dungeon. Classic. So that didn't really net us that much experience, but it was a need to be done. But when we turn it into Challenge Mistress Farah, we should get a decent amount of... Yeah, we get 95,000 and we're up to level 69. So we're 900 experience short after the end of this. And we ended up getting a total of 42 fish there. So we're going to try a new method, the pitch can, where we are able to light logs in 1 tick instead of 2. Seem to be losing a lot of U-logs here, but overall working. So for how this method works is you turn on 1-button gameplay and you put an action bar at the bottom of your screen with the second row up like that. And when you click in the middle of it, you end up clicking on the second option. And if you click light every tick, then you'll light a log every tick. So you just click that with your left click as much as you possibly can, and because you have one button gameplay on, your left click acts as a right click. And then you start there, you go all the way to the edge of the fountain. And then you come up here, and you'll surge diagonally towards the banker, and then walk over here. Oh, and I didn't even mention the reason why we care about fire making at this stage is that two reasons. One, Char's Book of Char gets unlocked at 74 fire making, which turns fire making into a daily, which I'll be doing all the way to 99. But on the other side of things, the Torstal Instant Sticks, which give you 2% base XP for every single activity you do, the game has a fire making requirement of 75 to be able to use them. So I need to get to 75 fire making. And that's the end of the pitch can. We did our 2,000 logs. If we look at our room clan, let's get off this one button gameplay. It's really annoying. You don't understand how much your muscle memory is. So our fire making experience before coming here was 350,000. And we now have 885,000. And it took approximately 35 minutes for me to use the pitch can, including learning how to do it. Let's see how much this sells for. So it sold for 8.6. I bought it for 15. Probably not worth it. I might do one more once I get bonus experience just to get myself up there to 75, but I really wouldn't suggest it unless it's in these sort of speedrun categories.
So that's gonna do it for us today in episode 7 of Minimal Maxing. Hope you enjoyed the episode. The adventures log you see here is a little behind where we were. Unfortunately, I only took our A-log photo every night. So this was basically right after we did a guild of our own, and doesn't include the last, I guess, 5 to 10 minutes of this video. But the next A-log photo I took was too far in the future and it would have spoiled things for next episode, so I decided to put that back here. But as you can see, we're 43 hours in when this photo was taken, so maybe add a couple for the quests and skilling we did after. But if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the feedback I've been getting. I've been getting some tips. Some just keep it going, man. It's all good and it all feels good. So thank you.